Yeah.
We were going to the Elderwoods.
Again!
Because
Yeah!
in the Elderwoods we heard there's unicorns and good times ahead.
And I think Luisar might have heard that. It's not what we heard.
Oh
It's
wait,
al-
was it death
it's
and
almost-
Yeah, it was
destruction?
death destruction, and death again, I think.
It's always happy hour in the Elder Forests.
It does. We took Teal with us
Well-
for a little side job.
We're gonna take her to the edge of the forest and then venture in.
Pluck some.
Pluck some pretty flowers.
Yes.
Yay!
Then we go in.
Yeah.
We find a little stone. We
We're
go
sorrowful,
out.
I swear. My notes on sorrowful
It's
are
right here.
double as long as the ones on the capital.
Well,
We were
where did we
also
spend more
hungry and
time?
sorrowful.
Yeah, also I like
More-
sorrowful.
More happened.
Way better people than anywhere else.
Alright, Chen, would you
Yeah.
like to bring us back into it?
No.
Alright,
Oh,
coolio. Next week, guys?
yeah.
No, holidays.
Alright,
Oh,
in
no.
3 weeks time, guys?
Yeah.
Alright,
Thanks for today. Bye.
Yeah, see you around.
2 nice minutes. Like that.
2 more sessions.
Oh god. I'm sorry. two more session of 2 minutes. Wow.
Isn't it great?
Anyone up
Alright.
for some hero?
Nah. Up for some Trymir if people want if Chen want to.
Yeah.
Trying to find my shit. I don't know where it is.
Behind the couch.
This is very important because I can't run the Elderwoods without knowing what's in the Elderwoods.
Just make
I know
it.
what in the Elderwood.
It seems
Death.
like a vital part.
You go in. Alright, that's the temple. You go into the temple. Hey, that's the orb. Alright, you can leave.
Yeah, perfect.
Like, that would be the best.
Yeah, then we could get to important things like Captain Lintz and...
No, she's not
No.
important.
She's gone.
We gotta go find Louisar's friend, Doriel's family. Garf doesn't have to find anyone, because Garf is Garf.
Garth is with us in this perfect team, happy-go-lucky team. Just listen to the
Marduk.
music, guys.
Is maybe gonna die in Elder Forest, and we're gonna completely forget that he ever existed.
Okay.
Hey,
So, as you guys crest in from where the trees are beginning to change, and Teal alludes to you that you're entering close to the other, like as close as she's comfortable to getting. Yeah, it's close, like to like being in the Elderwoods, as she's actually comfortable venturing. She takes a moment to look around the area and begins going over a few of the plant life that's growing around the bottom of some of the trees, like clustered plants which are growing in sprays of purples and pinks. She seems to be examining a few of the petals, like peeling them back slightly to the side before moving on to the next patch. Seems to be looking for a specific type of flower.
Could you tell us what we're looking for?
Well, all of these plants are the nestle root in which I'm looking,
Mm-hmm.
but nestle root is very particular. You have to catch it at a very specific time in its growth in order for it to be useful for arcane means.
which is now.
Well, not all of the plants grow at the same rate.
Let's see
Especially
here.
with this proximity to the Elderwoods, I imagine that has some manner of effect on these plants.
Is there any way we can help you look for it?
how good are you at identifying plant growth?
Mediocre at best, probably.
What? Yeah.
Well, so she goes over about 2, maybe 3 more patches of flowers before she picks one, and she shows you this plant where its roots are like what she pulled out. She pulled out like the entire plant, roots and all. Its roots appear to be like kind of windy and they seem to wrap around each other. It's almost like a corkscrew.
Okay. Huh.
Before it, when it gets to like the bottom of the stem, it's kind of purplish, which creeps into a greenish as it gets towards the head of the flower, and it's almost like a like wolfsbane or monk's hood. It kind of like hangs down forwards, and this particular one is pink, but she tells you that they can be white, green, purple, just around that chromatic spectrum. And she kind of goes over to you what specifically you're looking for. You're looking for ones that don't have any thorns, ones that don't have any external plant growth growing on the stem. Yeah, so anyone who would like to attempt to find...
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
After all, we're getting paid, and yeah, seems like a nice person.
Go ahead and make a nature.
Ah, my favorite.
I would like to use one of my bardic inspiration
Ah.
Yeah?
to gain hidden knowledge, which gives me advantage on intelligence. Oh God, Toriel, no.
No, nothing happened. No one saw that. I'll reroll. Fuck.
Well, this isn't intelligence.
It
It's
isn't
nature check.
intelligence?
It's a nature
Nature
check.
is wisdom.
No, nature
Oh.
is intelligence.
Nature is intelligence. This is
Oh,
an
really?
intelligence check.
Oh.
Saving
Oh,
throw.
damn
Okay.
it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, it is. Well,
Guys,
do I have something that-
guys, I
Yeah,
hit the-
give-
I hit the ground. Is that it? Is that it?
do we? Does 18 give me any results in the respect?
So what do we got? We got a 1.
We got a perfect 0.
well, 0.
Perfect 0.
Yes.
11.
I used my hammer to dig shit up.
And an 18, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mara and not Mara, Louisa and Toriel head off to respective patches and begin looking for specific plants. It's kind of fiddly work, just going for, because they grow in such like tight clusters that you kind of have to part them to get a decent look at each one, and then making sure that it is as in line with what Teal had described to you. You're going for about 15 minutes before you manage to identify one that you're confident is what she described. And as you're like carefully trying to pull its roots out of the floor in the same way that Teal did, you hear like a loud, almost like dirt turning over, and you turn your head and Toriel's just literally like pulling out handfuls of and she doesn't appear to be having much luck, and she heads over to your patch.
No. Toriel, no, please, can you, like...
I'm pretty sure that's not what we're looking for.
Wait.
me space?
Sorry.
This area is mine. You have yours over there.
It's unaware we claimed places from the
Well-
other floor.
It looks like needed, to be fair.
As
Okay.
you guys having this discussion, you kind of turn around and look over to Garth, see how he's doing. He's got about 5 or 6 laid out in his hands. They're not like particularly small flowers. He's quite large, so he's got like he's holding them in 2 hands, but he's got about 5.
Good job, Gav.
Well, I'm a farm kid after all.
Didn't know you had had knowledge about flowers and stuff, and good to find them.
Well, we used to grow some of them in our garden. My mother always sent me out to pick some, but well, never seen these before. I reckon do they actually grow in the north?
Fisaru, probably not. Be a little too cold on that.
Thought so. But yeah. Can we roll again to look for some more?
Can we?
I mean, you guys, it would be a process of continuing. Like we could use the same roles, and you guys would continue.
But I don't
Yeah.
want to use the same role.
Can I help Toriel? Come here, big girl. Let me.
Tori
help
will roll again with advantage. While Garth continues.
Yay! I'm
Yay.
so happy. Now you come to net. Oh, what is
Hey!
life? 14.
Go fun.
14. So over the period of like Teal seems very focused. So she doesn't appear to be like interacting with you guys too much. Occasionally she glances over to see how you're doing, but she's like very. She seems a little nervous, just like this proximity to it. It's like she doesn't want to be here any longer than she has to.
Figures.
So you guys are there for about another 2 hours or so before Teal is happy with how much you collect. Curious, Garth over that time would probably collect around 60 to 70. With
Hey.
Louisa and Toriel working together, they collect around 25.
Yeah, high five!
Nice! Yeah!
Oh.
Oh, how adorable.
I wish that was scripted.
I wish, but it wasn't.
Nice.
So, you guys bring your harvest back over to Teal, who appears to have gathered around the same amount as Garth. She takes them all and lays them in her wicker basket. Well,
What-
this should be enough tide. Oh god, I need sorrowful notes. Our orc friend over.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah?
Well, I, for obvious reasons, didn't bring your payment with me, but once we reach back to Sorrowful.
Oh, I thought we said we're gonna go off from here.
Well, it was an escort job I was hiring you for, like to and from.
No, it was a picking job, right?
I mean, how far away was Sorrowful from here? Like 1 hour travel, maybe?
Probably the other side, maybe towards an hour and a half, possibly.
I mean, we still. I mean, anyway, we need to get our. I mean, do we have our horses with us?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
But I mean, we should not just go into the Elder Forest from side anyway. We should go from the main path again, shouldn't we?
I don't know.
Well, I see no trouble going back with Vernd again. Get a little exercise.
That wasn't really an answer.
Well,
Dolgar.
if you wish to stay here, just stay here. I'll go collect our money and be back.
That was not. I've. Garth, here is the question. Should we go in from this side, or should we head to the main path again where we entered last time? Which we always managed to find again somehow. I vote we go to the path we entered last time, as that is what we are most familiar with.
I reckon it doesn't matter that much, but sure, why not?
Okay. Oh. From where you guys were, you're about 4 days.
Oh, 4 days from that path?
Yeah, it took you about 3 days.
Ah.
Sorry.
Dang. Okay,
another half a day to walk to it.
let's not maybe.
Well, what time in the day is it?
It's kind of difficult to gauge from where you are right now, but last you saw of the sun, it was relatively high.
So it's early afternoon.
I guess we can like start set up camp, and if Garth wants to, he can follow Teal back and like get the payment, or we can all ride back and go to here again.
Who do we have with us? Do we have Eris with us?
Currently in your entangle is Larissa, Eris, Teal, Marduk, and the three of you.
And how about we wait here for Garth? I don't know, we have a world map? Or like a map of the vicinity of this place in general?
What do you mean?
Like a map. Do we have a map?
No, you have the DM who can tell you what's around you if you.
No, but I feel like we could on a map triangulate from where the path into Sorrowful from into the Elder Forest is, from where we are, into like which direction we have to head to go through the Elder Forest from this angle to the path.
Has anyone been tracking?
I don't think so. The only one who could have been is dead.
Well,
Rip. So yeah, I reckon I'll find you again once I've, collected our payment.
we can leave maybe make a sign. Like you can maybe make some kind of track.
A marker, you mean?
Uh,
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't think that's a good idea that we head into the Elder Forest and he comes in after us into the Elder Forest.
Oh no, we're just gonna set up a camp here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, be right back. See you around.
See ya. We
Well,
can gather some food and stuff
okay.
if you want to.
So,
What else
I
can
reckon
we
these
do?
plants aren't so heavy, so 2 people should be enough to carry them, I guess?
Well, Teal has all of them in the basket and she's currently carrying it.
Oh,
with-
right.
The
Okay,
plants themselves aren't particularly heavy.
of course. Well,
I mean,
they're plants.
she does have like 200 of them, but she
So,
seems to be doing okay.
what are these plans for? What are you making out of these?
Well, I'm not an alchemist. If you wanted more specifics, you probably have a better chance in talking to Grimsworth.
I see. So you're selling them as raw material.
Well, I'm procuring them for him. I'm not really selling them.
Yeah, okay, I guess. By the way, do you know why this place is called Sorrowful? It sounds rather sad.
Not really. That's a question that's before my time. I know it's one of the places that hasn't changed since the Trymirian family control, but I'm not too big on my history.
So, it is a pretty old settlement. How old is this settlement then?
She shakes her head and her eyes go up into the right. Maybe 200 years.
Oh, that's quite a time.
Like I said, my history is a little spotty in places, so you might have a chance asking Captain Lind or maybe Mr. Arranger.
I'll consider it.
So yeah,
What do you know about the captain and well, her past, which she keeps so close to herself?
well, like you just said, she keeps quite close to herself, so not too much. She's a great fighter. She's a good person. Takes care of all of the citizens.
A mother figure, one could say.
Sorry, say that again.
A mother figure, one could say.
Yeah, you could put it like that.
I see.
Perfect.
So you're escorting her back to Circle.
Mhm.
Oh, he's easily enough done. Rather uneventful journey. And then sorry, Luisa and Toriel.
Yes.
What are you guys doing?
I guess Luke is at the toilet. So I'm looking for a bit of food. Foraging and like setting up a good camp place.
Okay. Go ahead and roll survival.
19.
19. So
Jeez.
with Tori's assistance, you set up camp, like just a simple sort of spot for resting. You have rudimentary fire pit going. You managed to find like quite a wide variety of colorful plant life. You find a handful of blue and red berries.
Yes.
Well, more than a handful. You find a bush of them. You find several green mushrooms.
Okay.
You find it's almost like a root that grows out of the ground. You end up pulling on it. It comes out. It's like relatively earthy and covered in dirt, but it seems to have some beige, which kind of fades to greenish towards the tip. Almost like it's like a lemon shape, like a large lemon, I suppose.
What the fuck is this kind of root?
A lemon root.
Very
Just
common
lemon
in
shape?
Valkyria.
In shape.
In shape, yeah.
A fantasy potato.
Mary Berry root?
Called Fado.
Yes.
And the other things you find don't look too
Edible.
enticing.
Okay.
But there is a plant which has these red berries that grows with these purplish sharp leaves.
The red berries with purple sharp leaves.
Yep.
Do they seem safe to me? To eat?
Which ones? All of them?
All of them.
Go ahead, roll nature.
Oh dear. 20! Woo!
20.
Somebody has all the luck here.
Okay, so I guess we'll start with red berry. Looking at the red berries, the sharp leaves. The leaves are secreting like a very thin layer of some type of liquid, and like taking just a twig and like touching it to it. The twig almost seems to dissolve as it touches it. The berries themselves, however, like poking those, kind of gush with a bit of juice, and it looks quite tasty. You reckon that the leaves are probably poisonous, but the berries themselves are edible.
Okay.
The root you pulled up, it's got similar properties to a potato. But just from the effects that, like, opening it, like splitting it open and exposing it to the air, it doesn't seem to be edible.
Okay, not edible.
Yeah, but as for its purpose, you're not really.
Yeah.
The mushrooms look edible, but it's kind of like when you jostle the caps too much, they kind of release like a little puff of like greenish powder into the air.
Yeah.
You reckon that is edible, but it might require a certain amount of preparation.
Okay, so it needs cooking. And preparation.
Yeah, when I say preparation, I mean more in the sense of less put fire next to this and more of hey, a pufferfish is really tasty.
Oh, right. Okay.
Only like 3 chefs in Trymir can cook this without dying.
Alright, and the bush?
Yeah, and then the bluish berries, it's kind of hard to gauge on those ones, even with the 20. Was it natural 20 or was it modified?
It was modified.
Modified, yeah. It's kind of hard to tell with those.
What the fuck are these berries? Alright. I still have my ferret, right? A weasel.
I thought it was a ferret, but sure, weasel.
Wasn't it? I've written down form of a weasel.
I've got written down ferret, but
I can you rearrange it to a ferret?
it's up to you. It's your summon.
Well, I wanted it to be an owl.
I mean, yeah, sometimes something goes wrong, but
Yeah. Weasel is cuter.
Oh.
sure.
Let me just get some. Here we go. Alright. Toriel, where do you want to set up camp?
What are our options here?
You guys kind of set up camp where, like you guys had left.
I want to set up camp where we already set up camp.
Perfect!
Good one.
Because I have a really handy spell for that kind of stuff.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
So I just
show us.
need. Well, I'm gonna wait till we decide the site, or we're gonna set it up.
Well, I mean, at the same time, are we really gonna waste another day here? When Garth gets back, don't we just immediately head in?
Well, we can, but I don't know how late it's gonna be before he comes back. It's probably gonna be 3 hours, and it was afternoon last time we saw the sun.
I suppose.
A bit of romantic camping together. Can't hurt.
Just Garth and all of the women. And I guess Marduk, but he's not really there anymore.
Oh.
8-year-old girl.
Yay!
It's like you have your little sister / daughter, you have...
Can
what's
you write
Garth?
pedophilia?
Garth is like 40, right? Toria's like no, it's not the daughter. We have 2 daughters. We have the Eris. That's also everyone's is young to be your daughter. How old is Larissa?
You have asked her.
Can we discern by looking at her?
You look over to Larissa. She looks young-ish. She's definitely past her teens. I'd say definitely pre late 30s, somewhere between like age maybe 19 to 35, anywhere within that region.
All right.
Were Larissa with us right now?
Larissa and Eris is with us, so it's Marduk, I guess. But I mean, what's he gonna do? He's just gonna, guys, Marduk, I'm gonna just chill over here.
I'm gonna hop in the news like a fine. Yay! Yay.
Hey guys, I'm gonna take Larissa, eh?
So, if,
So I guess. Sorry.
So Larissa's here. Damn it.
Did you wanna discuss something with Larissa?
Maybe.
I think the best thing would be though to try and crudely, very crudely, because we don't have a map, triangulate from where Sorrowful is, where the path is, where the path leads through the forest, and when we head into the Elder Forest, we walk towards the path to the best of our knowledge, so we don't just in the Elder Forest, because we shouldn't. If we ever camp in the Elder Forest, we're probably dead.
How? Well, didn't you talk about some circle last time?
What do you mean? You
Like-
have to refresh my memory.
You
I feel
talked
like
about.
it's been over a month.
Somehow it's been so long since last time. I don't know how it's earlier today. It's because you talked about like some circle inside the forest, like clearings, which felt safe. I don't really know how, because to me the whole Elder Forest just looks
There were
dangerous.
safe zones, I suppose, but didn't they move as well? As far as I remember, they moved as well. Or did the forest move around them?
Well, I don't know.
Neither do I. I'm an evocation mage. I don't study nature too often. I mean, there were some places that seemed to be more in tune with others, but I can't really say for sure. It's very confusing to be in the Elder Woods.
But I have like a spell, which I can't move out of it after I cast a spell. But
Explain the spell to us.
okay, 9 creatures of medium size and smaller can fit inside the dome with me. And inside the dome, people can't. You guys can move freely out of it. But nobody else could come in there, and I can like camouflage it. And spells and other magical effects can be extended through the dome or be cast through it. And the space inside it is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside.
That seems incredibly useful.
Right?
Their intent.
How come we have not heard of?
Well,
Damn.
Maybe it's because nobody
Well-
here studies magic.
On one hand, that would be amazing at any place, but on the other hand, it is the Elder Forest, and I mean, we probably should still have a watch. Even, can you sleep while holding that spell?
yeah.
Or-
It's just it holds up to 8 hours.
Hmm.
So it's not a concentration spell, so I can sleep.
Okay.
I just can't move out of it, because then it's gonna like poof, gone, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Practical.
It is. Very.
Thanks for your input,
Well,
Garth. How
yeah, thank you,
how
Garth.
are we coming with that payment?
I will, don't worry.
Oh, thanks, Garth. I cut my telepathic link.
We all knew it. Secretly, Garth has always been a psych.
Yeah, so you get back to Sorrowful with Teal. The town itself seems to have like died down a little bit in terms of hustle. Well, comparatively to what the hustle of the town previously was. Teal leads you back to what you assume is her house, but she asks you to wait outside. She enters in. As you're waiting, you notice that her house, comparatively to the others, is probably the most interesting visually. It's got various roots and vines which kind of grow up the side and creep around a couple of windowsills. There's small like flowers sprouting up a couple of them. There's like small engravings carved in what languages do you speak?
Orcish and Common.
You speak Sylvan.
Nope. Do I even realize that it is Sylvan?
Nah.
He's not Tiberius.
So yeah, in something which seems similar to Elvish drawing, but they form these really intricate patterns, which kind of span roughly around what you reckon she could reach. So it's, you kind of able to infer that she's kind of decorated her own home.
I see.
She comes back out with a pouch of coin, which she plops in your hand. She thanks you adamantly for your assistance. Kind of shakes your hand, pats you inside.
All right.
She does offer. So she says because there was a bit of confusion, I understand you guys didn't really want to send anyone back with me. So as an even bigger token of my appreciation, take it. And she
Thanks.
offers you a potion bottle.
Thanks. I'll gladly take it. We can use it, but really, it was no big deal.
Please, I wouldn't feel right if you didn't take it.
Okay. Well, sure. What is it anyway?
I know it's safe. I couldn't tell you specifically its effect.
Interesting. I love surprises.
Bit of experiment.
Experimental potion. Interesting.
It's like you hold it up and it kind of flickers in the light slightly. It's got kind of reddish tint towards the top, which sort of like fades to clear. It goes to the bottom, like you shake a bottle, and as you shake it, it's kind of like red. Always orient themselves back to the top and then begin like a falling mist, fall down to the bottom. But as they fall, they get clearer.
Okay. What is the name of our companion again?
Which one?
Her name, basically.
Teal?
Teal, thanks. Okay. Good. So I guess
Teal
I'll call
Caroline.
that. So I guess I'll call that the Teal Special.
Sure. Teal special, Teal's potion, Teal juice.
Maybe not that, but yeah. That. Yeah.
Let's just
Excellent.
put her corpse into a mincer and just squeeze a nice bottle of juice.
This is a really sinister little child, as I thought. But yeah.
Maybe.
Well, yeah. Thanks a lot. I'll be on my way then. Okay, and how much do I get as payment?
If I'm being honest with you guys, I'm going to ask for the honor system here because I don't know. I think it was 200 gold.
I think it was around between 200 and 300 as well. I had 300 my first thought, but then I thought it was like, yeah, probably like 200.
200 gold escort, probably it.
Okay, sure.
So 200 gold between you guys to divvy up.
Alright.
200 gold to Garth. Essentially, you do whatever hell you want with it.
I'll give it all to myself and say that she died on the way due to, I don't know, heat stroke.
Yeah.
3 gold, guys.
Right.
It's now Mara
Okay.
that we gave the money to.
So yeah, farewell Teals around. And yeah, Garfi enters the forge to get him a whetstone and some oil to maintain his weapons.
So you're heading to the forge.
Oh yes.
Yeah, as you make your way round from Teal's house, past past Arundril's, past the tavern, you go up the side of Colours and Contrast and make your way into the Mighty Mall, where Patricia, the forge itself appears to be like cooling off at the moment. She appears to be inside behind the desk, still tinkering on some manner of technology which kind of goes above your head.
What? Good afternoon, I suppose.
Greetings. Hi there.
Do you have whetstones and oil? I reckon my sword will get used a lot in the next time, and
What type of oil are you looking for?
Oh, shit. Is sword oil a thing?
I have many oils which I use on swords. It depends on the use of.
Well, keep it from rusting, keep it nice and.
I don't have anything that quite does that. I have finishing oil, but if your sword is something which you procured from.
Well, I believe.
Effectively any blacksmith battle, it's probably already been finished, but
So.
I can definitely sort you out with a whetstone.
Alright then, let's stick to that.
So she takes a moment to kind of raise herself. It's like being a little careful of her stomach. She dips into the back of the store. You hear her like kind of rustling around things. She comes back with whetstone. It's about, again, the size of a large lemon. Gotta love those lemon shapes.
Oh, so good.
I'll open a business called Lemon Shaped Things. It's very big.
Lemon-shaped things, sure.
Yeah, she slides it across the counter. That'll be a gold piece.
Sure. There we go.
She takes slides off the counter. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
I believe that's all for now.
Well, thank you for your patronage.
Thanks for your services. I'll be on my way then. And, well, good luck.
Yeah, she turns back to her desk and continues working on like grabbing a few springs.
Alright, fast travel to Wood Campsite.
Cool, yeah. So you guys are setting up camp. Unless you want to do anything else while Garth is returning, you've got about another 2 hours.
As I said, I would love to triangulate the path direction so I can enter towards the path, but whatever I say will be wrong anyway. So what was my role here? Can I roll on that?
So to triangulate, you would have to know the location of the path itself, where you are in relation to it, or where it is in relation to Sorrowful, which you don't really have. I'll straight up tell you that this 99% won't work. But
Okay.
if you'd like to roll with disadvantage, you can go ahead and try.
I'm good. 99% is pretty good. Discouraging factor.
Well, as you guys, if that's all you're doing, Garth returns as the sky itself begins to lose what little light it had. And a sort of mist kind of begins to creep over, just like slowly, sort of like falling out from midway in the trees down to the ground, just dispersing before it gets to you. But you can see like it's quite a large phenomena, kind of like pouring out of the Elderwoods, or the direction of the Elderwoods. There's no like specific line of the Elderwoods.
That's ominous.
Yeah, not like the sight of that.
Did that also happen last time?
Hmm?
You know, the whole mist thing.
No,
No, I believe.
I don't think so.
Not to this extent.
Okay. Well,
As long as we keep to the outskirts, we should be quite fine, I reckon.
Or scarf back, okay. I mean,
Yes.
we could walk along the outsides, yeah, of it. See if we ever see anything in it, although I highly doubt it. If I just look straight into this forest, like how much I see before it's just a clutter of trees.
You have dark vision.
No?
You can see about to the edge of your campfire clearly.
Nice.
how far can I see?
How far is your dark vision?
It's 60
see?
feet.
See about
60
feet?
shades of grey. Yeah, what?
You see about 60 feet.
Yeah.
You guys are in Darksfall at the moment. Visibility is rough.
Oh. Okay. How long into Darksfall are we?
Towards the start.
Towards the start. Is it still the 7th?
I mean, you don't specifically know what day it is. I mean, I have been giving you these calendars, but no one in-game has been keeping track, so you don't actually know what day it is, but you know it's early Darksfall.
Okay.
There's a feat for that.
Hey! Shit. Maybe we should just set up camp. Or, like, get a light up and going.
I thought we had a campfire.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
But
yeah, if we want to get, like, in the forest.
We have torches. I don't know if we can build a lantern out here.
Like, I have a lamp.
Oh, really? That's...
Yeah.
I don't think I
Practical.
have a spell for that. Do you have a spell for that? I don't.
Spell for lamp? No, I have, like, a lamp. I also have a... How much is this?
by the way, that's the reason why there's not a lot of mechanical inventions.
Because
Like-
magic exists.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense.
Hey, do you have a lantern? No, but I have the spell lamp. A lot less clunky and easier to maintain as well.
Yeah. I only have a lamp and a few, like, bottles of oil.
I mean, I think I 10 torches.
Wait, can we maybe use the torches first?
Sure.
Like, only if we want to move inside the forest now. Like, it's pretty big and scary right now, so, like, we don't have to.
Yeah, maybe we should sit that one out.
Sure. We can. Just every day we waste. Well, it's a day we waste. Not a very good proverb.
Well,
You're right, I suppose.
like, I guess we could go in. How? Ugh.
I look towards the half of the party who never does anything.
Aris is currently engaged in a book. Larissa, she's paying attention, but she's not paying attention. If that makes sense. She's paying attention, but she's not showing any interest. And Marla. Here he goes.
Here goes. Hey guys.
So is it really super dark already?
It's pretty dark. Sunset relatively early. And even when like we're talking about midday, it's still kind of dark then.
Yeah. I guess we could wait and leave at the first light we see. But
Well, the first light is also going to be pretty late.
yeah.
I guess we can like try to go for a bit.
Let's retake our camp and follow. We should follow the Elder Forest a bit before we go in. See if any of us can spot something that looks worth checking out.
Okay, you guys the experts, so
Far from it.
well, that's
Well,
reassuring.
We've survived 2 trips into the Elder Forest. I don't think that makes us experts.
well,
So I
that's
guess
okay. If there are any
we-
experts, we are the.
Yeah, we just... our horses are at this camp. Can we use them?
No, they're
So-
like parked up and
Okay,
put the lock on them.
I guess we leave them.
No, we can. We take our horses with us.
We guess we take them. And we follow along the Elder Forest, trying our best to not go into it, just follow along. And those with dark vision will give us a shout if they see anything that's worth checking out.
So
Yep.
you're just skirting the edge of the Elder Forest.
Yeah, we're trying to skirt the edge of the Elder Forest.
Because you remember how I keep saying that there's no like clear line that says this is the Elder Forest,
Yeah.
this isn't the Elder Forest. You're in just like wooded area at the moment.
Yeah, but I mean, when the trees get bigger, we go out a bit till trees get normal again, right?
But the trees aren't like a uniform scale into the Elder Forest. Like some of those large trees are already on the other side of you, like towards Sorrowful.
Fine. I guess we'll just. I mean, we'll still try.
Okay. Who's leading this?
Me
Yay!
All right.
on
Go
my
ahead.
white steed. That's twice as big and muscly as anyone else.
It apparently doesn't even have a name.
No, it really doesn't. Toriel's not good at naming things.
Go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Yay! Oh, I'm actually proficient in that. That's actually pretty good. Hey, 15. That's okay, I guess.
That's all right.
It's alright, yeah, it's alright.
Okay, and who's keeping an eye out?
The ones with dark vision, which would be mainly Luthor. And
Yeah.
Marduk has that as well, does he?
Yeah.
And my little weasel is helping me.
Who knows about Larissa? I don't think Ares has it. Does she? Is she an elf or is she human? I forgot.
Human.
Alright, she doesn't then.
Well, Larissa probably can.
I mean, yeah, but she's not gonna tell us anything. She's just here. If something goes wrong, she hits it or runs away. She's not really useful, is she?
Well,
I've done more than you, Dragonborn.
oh shit!
Have you?
I seem to remember when everyone was diving into a lake trying to kill themselves.
Why did you try to kill yourself in a lake?
I'm pretty sure I was a huge factor in us getting out safe.
Sure, let's just jump into the lake wearing all of our heavy armor. What great idea.
Why were you
It was
killing
a
yourself in a
product
lake?
of its time, alright? I didn't have
Well-
much choice. Wasn't about to let her die.
I don't
Because-
need your explanation.
Then
Well,
don't bring
what
it up.
happened?
Don't call me useless, you piece of shit.
Oh, wow. Okay, hey guys,
Ladies,
let's
can you
go.
please tone it down?
Maybe.
Hey, Larissa, your hair is pretty today.
Just looks at you and sprays an eyebrow.
Good talk, Larissa. Let's get going.
I mean, we are going, right? Are we going?
You guys are going at the moment.
Alright.
I mean, that's not even flattery. That is impressive hair.
Trying to ask Fiend, are you looking through your familiar or are you looking through your own eyes? Because those are two different things. Your familiar
Well-
can't aid you looking. You have used
Yes, it can. Where is the freaking...
Jesus, that's a wall of text.
It is. Because I gain something.
As an action, you can see through Familia's eyes.
Wait. Oh. I'm not riding on my own horse, right?
You gain. Oh, well, I think you've got Mara's horse.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm not riding alone, am I?
Unless Eris is on there. Where is Eris again? I mean, Larissa's walking, obviously, but who has Eris?
Who wants Eris?
I
Well,
want to.
Goff wants her. Anyone else?
She just said, I mean, who wants Eris?
Okay. Who's
Eris-
gonna persuade Eris to get on their horse?
Eris, I'm not really good at riding horses. Can you help me? And like baby eyes.
Oh.
Never really ridden a horse either.
What is
So-
Like never?
Well, I've ridden on horses. I'm not the best at steering them.
Is there somebody who can help me ride this horse?
Oh, please, somebody help me.
Somebody, please! I'm this little girl. I just need help.
hop on.
Yeah, but then Eris is gonna.
How about I ride someone else's horse out front, and I'll just have my horse follow me. That should work.
Okay.
Toriel, Mara's horse. Toriel's horse. Chilling. Marduk on his horse, Larissa walking. And Garth and Louisa on the same horse.
Okay, if you can keep steering for a bit, I'm just gonna go.
What?
I go into my familiar.
Okie doke.
And I try to communicate with it telepathically, saying, "Hey, bud, can you help me do a lookout?"
Well, are you sending it off to go look?
Like,
Because okay, so here's how it works, right?
yeah,
You have your familiar.
yes,
You can, as an action, basically become your familiar. But
Yes.
your body stays like.
yeah, in place, and I don't have I'm deaf and blind, like on my body, with regard to my own senses.
Sure, but not like. Someone could grab your attention if they need to.
Yeah, like they can shake me or something, and I can feel it.
So while you're projecting your vision into your familiar, you're essentially just the familiar. You tell it where to go, you do whatever you want to do, and that's what it means by communicating back to you. When you're like, hey, keep a lookout, it's kind of like, okay, I'm looking for this specific thing, and I'll give you like a ping when I see that thing, or if I don't see that thing. It's not like, hey, Mr. Tumnus, go be Mr. Tumnus over there, and have a full-on conversation with me, and then come back.
Well, hey, Mr. Tippin. Can you, like, if you could just, like, go a bit, like, from the front and the back of this, what do we call it? Our party formation? If you can just, like, go a bit, like, to the front and to the back, and while I keep a lookout in it. Oh, like, with it.
What are you telling it to do?
Hey!
Because it's not going to answer you.
Why? It can't answer me?
It's not going to say, "Hey, yeah, sure, Louisa, I'll do this."
But
Tell it. It's not an actual animal. Tell it what to do.
It's a spirit!
Tell it what to do.
Hey! I haven't known you for long. Can you keep, like, a watch out in the front and to the back? Like, if you can just rotate? That would be cool.
Okay, it scampers off your shoulder, it jumps off the back of a horse, and
Thank you!
is behind the party.
I go into weasel mode, I guess.
Okay, so now you put your vision in it, and it's still behind the party.
Yes.
Okay, you understand you've just negated your first order by doing that. Because you're now the weasel.
But then I have advantage on perception checks.
Yes, as the weasel.
Yeah, as the weasel, yes. Oh. Oh.
Not you.
Oh.
As the weasel, you get the weasel's advantage with the weasel.
Oh. Okay, I just stop it because that's stupid. Clearly, any, like, smart people would have realized that. And I gotta keep a lookout myself. Tell the weasel, if you see something, like, dangerous and unusual, can you please, like, give me a little tap or a squeak or what kind of noise weasels do?
It'll give you a squeak when it dies.
Like, don't go too far. Jen, please.
I mean, it's out of your visual range, but you get a message of confirmation.
So, like, just more like a feeling that it understands.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not a real creature. It's a fey spirit, but it's not like a free spirit that you've trapped. It's like a spirit you've made.
Oh. Oh.
Makes it even more awesome, I think.
Okay. Yes. And I keep a lookout.
Alright, roll a perception check.
For both of us?
One for the weasel, one for you.
Okay.
We gave weasel cat stats, right?
It have... What is it? Wisdom, so +1. So perception, and it has perception checks advantage on hearing and smelling. So if there's some, like, it listens a lot, I guess. So mine is 21. It is 13 if there's, like, no noise or smells to be smell and heard.
Well, are you using its smell or are you using its hearing?
Hearing.
Hearing, okay.
So I guess oh wait, oh, shit. Remove, like, a lot from that. It's
The first one, 21?
it's 10. The first one is mine, but the weasel don't have +8. It has +1, so that's 10 as its highest.
Okie doke. Thanks, I'll do that.
Familiars, what fun!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here?
So as you guys are traversing forwards, this mist appears to have various patches where it's like thicker coming out of the direction of the Elderwoods, and those parts where it's thicker, it kind of extends like further out, and there are parts where like riding forth will cause you to ride through it. There's also parts where it's a lot thinner and recedes sort of back into that kind of area. But in terms of finding anything else that jumps out of you, there doesn't appear to be much. And this is going for another hour or so of riding, unless you guys want to stop earlier than that.
No.
You
Well,
don't want to go in there instead? If there's like nothing unusual in here.
I mean, we gotta make our way in at some point, but maybe we can do that at any point.
Exactly.
Well, and then we're not here. That might also be the argument.
Alright, we can go in. I don't think we can take our horses really in with us this time. I mean, we
Can't
didn't
keep them
last
out.
time, so...
Okay. Where we gonna like put the horses then?
I don't know.
Okay. I guess we can just like
I don't think it's very likely that random horse thieves are gonna appear at the edge of the Elder Forest and steal our horses, so we could just...
Now, what about the animal that's in search for a good snack?
Yeah, that would be more likely. But horses are not gonna be of much use in a dense forest, are they? So...
probably not.
Kinda right.
Like, oh, I wouldn't know because I haven't.
You have been in forests before, no?
Well, I haven't really been riding horses that much, so I wouldn't know if it's like.
Okay,
I was
as a
riding.
person who has ridden a horse before,
Yes.
Jen, how useful is a horse in a forest?
Depends on the horse, depends on forest.
In this forest, this horse is useful.
From being in the Elderwoods before, there were parts where a horse would have been useful, but there were also parts where a horse wouldn't.
The thing is, your bubble, I don't think our horses can stay in there, can they?
Well, no, probably not. Like, we have how many horses?
4?
4, and they're large sized, right?
Medium.
Medium sized. And we are
6.
1, 2, 6 people, and it holds up to 9 creatures.
6 plus 4 equals 10.
10.
Ooh. I mean, then
So
again,
no.
I could make my horse appear, disappear and appear if necessary. It's just I would be wasting a 2nd level spell slot each day.
Yeah. I guess we can just, like, walk in there then?
Yeah, so where do we leave our horses? Do we ride a bit further out to ensure that there's not the Elder Forest?
Like, isn't that gonna be, like, a long time? How long is it out of the forest from here, do you know?
I didn't say out of the forest, I said like just a bit further out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess we can. Is that alright with you, Garth?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Let's do that then. And we go, park our horses, put like the locks in them.
Tie him to my horse, because my horse stays if I tell it to.
Yeah, really fine breed, I agree.
The best. I made it myself. Toriel breed, the best
You
kind.
did? How do you make horses? That's weird.
You summoned them.
Oh.
Is that a magic thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
that's
should
all I
really
need,
give
and
it
I
a
wanna
try,
know.
Gar. You can see how useful magic was for us so far. Just try it.
I certainly should get to know more about it.
Is Jen
Because,
with
well,
us
I
still?
mean,
Yeah. I
Okay.
said, are you attaching your horses to the ground, or are you affixing them to a tree?
Oh, a tree?
just to the horse that is intelligent and won't run away in panic and might even be able to come back to us.
Well, within a reasonable distance.
Mm.
Just let's see how long is this reasonable distance.
It's actually quite long.
1 mile.
I thought so.
I mean, if I tell it to stay, it stays, and if I get in range again, I can communicate with it again.
Okay, let's try that then.
Yeah, so we tie the horses to the horse.
You tie all the other horses to your horse.
Yes?
Okay.
And I tell the horse to stay.
Look, it looks into your eyes with like a look of understanding, kind of snorts a little bit.
I pet it on the head. And then we venture into the Elder Forest.
Be good to the horses, okay?
Did you tell the world? to be
No,
good
I
to-
tell like your horse,
Oh.
and I'm
it
kind of the
better?
forest thing. Let-
Alright.
It turns its head towards you, kind of like you don't understand horse facial expression, so it just looks at you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you don't speak horse.
Oh damn it!
I should have picked that one up, Garth,
Yeah,
as your
sure. Wait,
second
wait.
language.
I have
Horse,
lower
uh.
skills. I have a skill. No, damn it!
Good joke, fiends. Let's go into the Elder Forest.
I nearly had a skill.
Oh.
Nearly.
Yes. Okay, let's go.
So who's leading the Elder Woods?
Well, do we stay the
Toriel.
same composition?
Do you need help, like looking
Yes.
up there? Okay.
I mean, we should light the torches though, right? Although fire draws others in, I don't think 2 people with dark vision can lead us through the darkness of the forest.
Probably not. So, torches would be nice, or like this one.
Yeah, I light a torch. Actually, no, I light a torch. I light a torch for now.
Alright.
And I like keep a lookout while we move in. And so do the weasel.
And Marduk! And maybe Larissa.
guys.
Hey.
Alright, so Toriel's up front with Louisa helping.
Mm-hmm.
So Toriel, go ahead and roll just a straight survival.
Straight survival. I think I already rolled. Yeah, I die. 1, 2.
No advantage. You would have the disadvantage before.
8. What are my rolls today? I don't think I've had one above 10.
Well, you did.
Well, no.
15.
15 was I rolled a 10 plus 5.
That's above 10.
No, I mean I roll above 10, not I modify
You-
above 10.
You also roll like 15.
Did I?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, but still, those rolls are garbage today. All right.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so go ahead and roll me a d12 as well.
Okay. 1. We get attacked by monsters. No, 4.
4.
4.
So as you're pushing on through the other woods themselves, you're once again surrounded by these consistently fixed trees, which tower over you, blocking out the sun with their own canopy. There's this, like, something you didn't really pick up on before is like there is ambient light within this place, like not a lot, but some, like the occasional plants and flowers and some moss appears to be giving off some luminance as you traverse.
Would it be enough to see without a torch?
In places, not like consistent light throughout the whole way.
Hey, does this exist in the Yellow Forest? In places. Hey, is that in the Yellow Forest? In places.
um,
A lot of
we can
places
try
here.
to follow
Yeah, it's
the
almost like it moves around quite a lot.
we can try to follow the light. Doesn't it make it easier?
Sure. Best plan so far.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see where this leads
Well,
us.
Well, when I say this, I don't mean like there's a line of light.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
no.
like
but
we spot the next light in the distance and we go there, and then we spot the next light in
Towards
the
the
distance and we
light.
go there if that's possible.
Wherever light is, we go. Makes sense.
So, following this path as Toriel's leading you through and Luisa's pointing out a few things here and there, Toriel, you step onto what you assume to be ground, and then it seems a little softer than ground. Your foot kind of sinks down a little bit, and as you look down, there's a large, almost like flower just laid out across the ground in the area in which you're standing on. No one else has walked into it yet. You've just kind of walked into it, put a foot on, your foot sunk into it.
Can I tell everyone to stop? Like back up?
what's wrong?
There's a flower on the floor, that's weird. And everything weird in Yellow Forest kills you?
I guess. It's just a flower.
Can I?
Can you get up from there?
Can I?
You bring your foot up.
Yeah.
Then you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Ah, if that wasn't obvious. Dexterity, oh boy. 10.
Then, as you pull your foot up off the flower, the plant itself, like the petal of that you stepped on, it takes back its shape and kind of lifts off the ground a little bit before falling back on the floor. And then you hear like cutting of air, something moving very rapidly towards you. And as you look towards where the center of the plant would be, there's like a large bulb, which kind of seems to have like the sternum and I forget the names, but bits that produce pollen in the middle of the plant. It has a few of those sticking out of the top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, around the bottom of it there are a few vines or like almost like plant-like tendrils, and a couple of those like shoot towards you. And as you see me try to move your leg out of the way, but they manage to catch it as you bring your leg and pull you in. So you fall prone and are currently being dragged towards the center of the plant.
Oh.
great.
That's fun.
God.
Can I? Well, I guess I dropped my torch. Summon
throw
my
it at the thing,
sword.
Throw it at the thing.
Oh, throw my torch at the plant. Burn the whole forest down. and then summon my sword.
Alright, go ahead and roll for an attack.
What's torch throwing?
D20 plus your dexterity at disadvantage because you're prone.
Natural one. We really like those today.
Oh God!
What is this
have you done?
website? Like seriously?
So like in the
Oh.
panic and confusion as you fall to the floor, you reach with your torch and throw it, but it's kind of like the amount of force that this planet is pulling you with is something you don't expect. As you go to launch it, you throw the torch, and you look towards where the bulb is, and there's no torch flying towards it. You're like, where the fuck did it go? And you look up and it's just spinning above you in the air before it comes falling back down.
Come on.
Oh.
Healing.
Oh shit! I saw.
Oh,
4 points of fire damage as a torch
Aw.
smacks you square in the face.
Did I summon my sword? Can I summon my sword? My
So,
fire
yeah,
sword.
Now you can summon your sword.
Can I slash at the vines?
Slashing lines, go ahead and roll for disadvantage again.
Yay! But now I have better modifiers. Not that that matters as I roll 10. Fuck's sake.
10. So you actually slash into a couple of these vines and tear them off, and you kind of begin to slow down. So you only have like 2 vines pulling you towards, but then more snake out and grab you by the other leg.
Can someone help me, maybe?
Pulling you
well,
towards it.
well,
Well,
guys,
sure, yeah.
I just thought it was like going turn-wise, but yeah.
Sure. Sure, to sort this out. Let's go.
I take my dagger and I don't know if I can reach any of the plants.
You'd have to step out into the flower now. He's been pulled too far from the sides, but he's more in the center of this plant itself. In diameter, radius, sorry, is about 40-foot radius, so 80-foot diameter, and he's about 20 feet in at this point. So you have to run up to him.
I pull my bow, the viper,
Pull
and
viper.
the viper,
Oof.
and I shoot the bulb.
Shoot
Oh.
the ball. Go ahead and roll for attack.
Guys, it's me, Murdoch.
Meh.
Mm.
25.
25 hit.
It's
Go ahead and roll damage.
and it is
I still wanted to learn a trait, but I completely forgot about it.
plus 3. And what was it? Weapon. It needs to make a con save.
This is for the poison damage, correct?
Yes.
It's immune to poison.
Ah, shit. Well, it takes 5 damage.
5 points of damage. As Lisa runs up to the edge of the petals, which are pressed on the edge of the floor, takes aim. You hear the arrow just go flying across your head, Toriel. It smacks into the side of the bowl in the center, which opens up slightly and releases like a puff of green gas into the air. 20 feet. Toriel, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, really? Oh, what's my constitution at? Mediocre. Five.
Oh, damn it.
Like, see, can I roll any number that's like higher than a 5?
No.
As these spores
Not today.
just, like fall down on you, it's like you breathe a couple of them in. It doesn't seem to bother you too much, but it's more ones that stay on your skin. At first, it just seems a little itchy, and then it begins to burn, and you notice like there's visible holes in your scales,
Oh, God.
which are being made into like where a couple of these pretty large spores are falling. As you suffer 6 points of acid damage.
I'm sorry.
Oh. So yeah, can Garth hack at the vine to cut it off?
Well, you'd have to run up tutorial speed in range of mines.
Alright, there we go. Golf is running in the 90s. Or whatever.
So Garth runs up alongside Toriel. In range of vines, you take your sword, go ahead and roll for attack.
Alright, let's go.
With disadvantage because you have no light source.
My sword isn't that not a good enough light sword?
What's the range, man?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, no, that's my. We never made a range of how big it glows.
Then it doesn't give off light.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure your other sword does, but not this one.
Can I cast Fairy Fire?
Oh no, that's so cruel.
Um,
11?
11 is enough to hit the vines.
Alright.
Go and
Let's
roll
go.
damage for me.
Rolls a damage. Sweet. Okay, that's 13 damage. Come on, you
Okay,
fucking.
damage. As he brings his sword down, clear cut through all the vines around Toriel's legs, and slicing into a bit of a petal. I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative. Yeah.
All right.
Actually getting into it.
We're fighting a plant now. Great.
Where's this plant
How
line?
do I roll initiative? I forgot.
Woo! Yeah, you roll.
Okay.
And dexterity.
So, Chris,
So
can you
17.
share a bit of your luck?
I don't. I
With
would
the-
if I knew how. I can
Yeah,
share it on
You have a
Facebook.
trait called luck.
From
Yep.
those, from those sounds, I'm guessing not good. So 20 to 15.
I've got a 22.
Oh,
Yeah.
25 to 20. Damn.
Yep. The lucky one.
20 to 15, I got 17.
All right. Louisa.
9. 9, 9, 9, 9. Pat, 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 pat.
All right. Top of round is the plan.
He's higher than 22!
Really?
Jesus Christ!
Wishes.
So, Ashley got 27.
How?
We're gonna die to a fucking plant, guys. I hope you're clear about this.
So,
Well,
at the start of its turn, it's going to close its petals. So
5.
everyone on the petals,
Which is me and Garth.
which
Yeah.
is you and Garth, I need you to make dexterity saving throws. Toriel makes it a disadvantage because she's still prone.
yeah.
Gee, thanks.
Great.
4.
Yeah. 13.
Again. Oh wait. Oh, sorry. You
No,
don't
no,
have to.
no, he doesn't have
You don't-
disadvantage. It was 14. Just fails.
Damn it.
Mm.
So as the edge of the petals begin to curl up, it raises like very slightly off the floor, about like half a foot, before slamming shut, pulling Toriel right up next to the bulb, Garth next to him, with face pushed up against it. There's a small greenish light which emanates from the bulb as it's closed. It's almost got this like glow in the dark kind of feature to it. You were both considered restrained and suffocating, I believe.
Shit.
10 out of 10.
So
Alright.
give me your constitution modifiers.
+5. No.
Plus 2.
Or
12.
is it? Is it? It could be plus. No, it's +4. Sorry. Score would be 19.
Cool. You suffer no damage from that, however. Not right away, anyway.
Oh, that's good.
That ends its turn, Garth.
Alright. Can Garth use his sword to slice open the cocoon around him.
So let me just pull up my good old friend here, because this is gonna get real confused. It can do a lot of things.
Oh god.
You are grappled.
I thought
Grappled,
we
not
were restrained.
Or well, grappled is much better than restrained.
It is restrained.
Ah, okay. So not grappled.
Which are basically the same thing, except you have disadvantage on attack rolls, and attacks against you have advantage. You also gain disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, basically the same.
Yeah, so you can attack,
Good. Alright.
but at the start of your turn, you do take your suffocation damage.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, you just lose a point of suffocation.
Well, I guess
Ooh.
Golf could. Alright,
Yeah,
come on.
Make your attack disadvantage.
With disadvantage, okay. That's 12.
12 does not hit.
The second attack is with. What is
Oh
it?
wow.
25.
25 hits.
Alright. That is. What is it today? 13. Another 13 damage to, well, cleave its way out of the cocoon. Or.
So this is against a bulb with petals.
Yes. Bottom, I thought more to like. The walls, you know.
Petal.
Yeah, just a
okay.
petal.
So, like, your first one, you try to reach for your sword. As you, like, I believe you grab it, you kind of pull up on it. It seems to be, like, there's something a little slick towards the side of it. As you bring it up, you try to make a slash, but just for the limited amount of arm space you have, you kind of drop your sword again. Before you go back down and grab it, and this time you try to attack in the other direction, slicing a visible gash up the side of the back of one of the leaves. You are still in the same condition, but you did hurt it.
Okay.
Toriel, your modifier is +2, right?
Yeah.
So you lose a point and it's your turn.
I also attacked the pedals. Who was with the healing?
After standing up, I would say.
I mean, can I stand up? I thought we were kind of squished.
Yeah, you're kind of squished at the moment, but
So is standing up really possible / do anything?
you're like midway between lying down and standing up, just because of the position that you're kind of trapped
Oh,
in.
that's really uncomfortable.
But yeah, you've got the you can't have double disadvantage, so
Thank God.
Sadly.
Alright, we got a 13 on the first attack and 14 on the second.
miss.
I hate
Oh.
this part.
So as you grip into your fire sword and you attempt to swing it forwards, you can't really get any traction to move your arm. As you bring it up and try from a different angle, it's once again these petals just kind of crush in on you. This unexpected strength and kind of like crush your arm against the bulb, and you just seem to be unable to get an attack off. Marduk is going to Eldritch Blast with 2 bolts.
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
That's a 14 and a 7, which both miss. As both bolts just go arcing across, like creating this light as they dart across the forest floor towards the planet. They slam into the sides of the petal, which seems to disperse across the backside of the petals, kind of like illuminating the little. I forget on all my plant terminology. The little veins in the plants.
Oh.
Pollen sacs or.
No, in the leaves. It's almost like a membrane kind of thing. But
Yeah.
sure, the spell appears to have no effect. Eris. She's gonna be really surprised. The fact this giant plant has just eaten 2 people. And magic doesn't appear to be having much of an effect. But she's gonna
Okay.
try anyway.
Come on. Do something.
So Eris going to use hopefully something that doesn't kill everybody, which is like one of her spells.
Wow, Eris.
Not the subtle kinda.
She's gonna keep it simple. She's gonna Ray of Frost. So range spell attack. So 19, which hits. So it's 2d8. Six and a 1. Okay, great.
Oh, yay.
Okay, doke. So as Eris kind of collects a few crystals which form in the air in her hand, hence them down to a small ball, she kind of like whips across the battlefield towards this plant. You see as it impacts on the outside of the petals, it creates like a frost effect which grows across the back of the petals, causing it to like crack in places. Which is going to end her turn. Because she's not going any closer to that thing. Louisa.
I want to take out my little dulcimer and cast a spell polymorph.
Polymorph.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
And I want to turn like the creature or the plant into like a tiny size. In hope that it explodes when it like turns small and the others don't follow it. So
you
into
get all
like a
covered.
spider, I guess, or a mouse.
4th level spell. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
New form must be equal to or less than the challenge rating. What are you trying
Yes.
to turn it into?
A mouse. So that hopefully less. So she starts like strumming on the dulcimer and like makes a little toot 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 toot. Mouse.
Okie doke. Wisdom saving throw. So 16 plus 0.
Ah, fuck. Spell CD save DC is 16. Bullshit.
So it just makes.
Wait. I have lucky.
Oh, you do indeed.
I do indeed re-roll that shit. And that's my
18 plus 0.
Ah! Again! Last one!
Shit, you not. Okay.
Here, Chen, please.
You burning your last luck.
I'm burning my last luck because I want, like, these guys to freaking survive. I have never encountered anything in the Elder Forest. This could be, like, the toughest enemy yet.
Sure.
Fiends, I'm sorry.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Sorry.
How much? How much?
Got 19.
How? Fuck that base.
Base modifiers plus 0.
Fuck your dice, Dad. Like, Jesus Christ.
It got 16, 18, 19 in a row.
What a bit.
So as your music begins to permeate the air, you feel the effects of the magic begin to take hold, but they don't seem to be taking effect on the plant themselves. As it stays intact. Are you moving?
I move closer.
How close do you want to go? Because it's 40 feet from you. In its closed form, it's 40 feet from you. When its petals were open, you were standing at the edge of its petals.
Does it still like have the what do you call them? Tentacle thingies?
They're not visible at the moment.
I go in 10 feet.
10 feet?
Right, yeah.
Okay, that puts you within 30 feet of it.
Yeah.
Up next is Larissa. Do we have a plan?
No, kill it!
How do you kill a plan?
Hit the ice! Probably more fragile.
Yeah, so Larissa's gonna run up, and she's gonna do an attack. If misses, she's gonna spend a key point, do a flurry of blows. Hit.
Hit.
For a total of 14 points of magical damage, because monks are weird.
A magical beast somehow?
Magical bludgeoning damage. Yep, which ends her turn, which brings us back to the top round, which is like a plan. So it's going to use its action to
Digest.
Swallow.
Please no.
Yum.
One of those things you said is something you can actually do.
No!
Who would have thought?
Digest.
So yeah, it's just gonna do it. So Garth and Toriel, as you guys are like pulled up against it, you see that greenish sort of glowing bulb that was in the center begin to kind of brighten, and then it contracts, filling the inside of the plant with those greenish spores, which completely cover all of you. I'm going to need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, wow.
Great. A lot of coughing. Ugh. Oh, Constitution. Yes. Come on, bitch.
16.
Success.
12.
Fail.
Thought so. Great.
So Garth takes 18 points of acid damage.
Whoa!
Juicy.
Hurts more when you're closer to it. Toriel, that's reduced for you down to 9.
Oh, wow.
It's actually, yeah, it's going to use its movement.
What? It
To go-
wiggles along?
It's got movement. It's going to go 5 feet towards you, Louisa.
No way.
Still
What
technically within melee range of Larissa.
Okay. Does she get... Oh, wait, no, she doesn't get attack of
Doesn't.
opportunity. Yeah.
Which ends its turn. Garth.
Alright, yeah. Let's slice this thing open. So that is still with disadvantage, right? Because we're still inside.
Disadvantage is still restrained.
Yeah, shit. Come on, get me out of here. Fuck. Why? Why? One has 18, so it still hits, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah. Damage. Let's get me some good damage. Come on. Okay. I'm speechless. Another 13
How?
damage. I don't know.
Don't you get plus anything?
Yeah, but it's 13.
Oh,
So those of you on the outside watch as a sword pierces through the back of one of these petals, cleaving it clear off as it falls to the ground, releasing Toriel and Garth to the floor, prone, covered in this like fluffy pollen, which appears to be like causing steam to come off their bodies.
Okay,
Ew.
vegetable.
Well, you still got movement.
Alright, let's get
No
some.
longer restrained.
Let's get a bit of distance.
So it's half your
At
movement.
least stand up. At least stand up and.
15 feet left.
Can Garth walk around it? So I guess there is no real front, but get behind the plant. So like outmaneuver it.
The opposite side.
Yeah.
Sure, you can make your way around it if you get enough done. Kind of jump over Toriel's body, position yourself on the other side. Toriel, you're up.
I get up
Oh, half your movement.
and I walk away.
calmly.
You can get 15 feet, so halfway to Louisa.
I was like, how about we just leave now?
Right. Let's.
I mean, if we. Well, if we run now, we're kind of at a bad
Seconds.
position.
You
How about we actually kill that
you've,
thing?
you've only got 6 seconds.
Yeah, but I can't strike it from here, can I? So.
No, but you can make a dash action.
How far away is it? How far away from anyone else now am I?
You're 15 feet from Eris. No, you're 15 feet from Louisa. You're 15 feet from Larissa. You're 30 feet from Garth. And you're...
Oh, did Garth also take a dash action away?
No, Garth went around the other side of it. Took
Ah.
15 feet away from you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything I can throw at it. Actually, no, I don't think did I? I don't remember. Did I make a javelin harness? I feel like I did. But I don't know.
I believe it's part of the attack action to take out a javelin and throw it.
Okay.
But you would be dismissing your fire sword.
Can't I hold one in one hand, the other in the other hand?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. How many javelins do I have left? I still have javelins. Yeah,
Not many.
sure. Let's do that.
Oh.
Oh, I guess it's stiff.
Yeah. Alright, so I throw a javelin and I dismiss my fire sword, which wasn't giving off any light anyway.
Okay, doke. Go ahead and make an attack at disadvantage.
Why am I at disadvantage now?
You don't have dark vision.
Yeah, right. Good, great. 10 out of 10. 15.
Hits.
How much? There. I still see it.
Oh, thanks.
Javelin. The damage will be 8. 8 damage.
8 points of damage. How do you want to do this?
How do you make a javelin throw cool?
Just let it stick, go through and stick somewhere.
You know the bulb.
Hmm.
It's you throw it. It's like goes clean through it, through the leaf. Past Garth is on the other side, right?
Yep.
Like right past Garth's head, like barely missing him, and then once we later go in direction, it's in a tree, like really far back at the max range.
It's a little far-fetched, but
Is it?
Yes, this thing is huge.
Okay.
Like with its petals closed, which is at the moment, it's 40 feet above you,
Okay.
40 feet upwards.
Okay.
But yeah, you throw your javelin towards it. It smashes straight through like a perfect javelin-sized hole through one of the leaves. Garth, as you're watching, it's like a whole petal just rips off, and something goes flying past your head. And the leaves themselves, well, the petals themselves go slack and fall to the floor.
There
Hey!
we go.
As unpleasant as ever in here.
That would have been embarrassing, getting taken out by a freaking vegetable.
Are you guys okay?
I feel
I'm fine.
dirty.
She says that she's still got like faint bits of pollen just smoking off of her.
I need a bath. And a shower.
I need
Well,
to get out
if-
of Trymir.
We can like, if we can make a camp, try to find one of those clearings. Make a camp there for the night.
If we find one. But sure. Let's try that.
Did you notice any like something special about the clearings, maybe?
Did we? As far as I remember, there's just a huge rift somewhere in the forest that moves.
Well, nah, nothing.
What do your notes say?
Nothing.
I guess you learned nothing about them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Damn it. You also talked about a book. Maybe it has some information on it.
Right. Who has the book? Who do you give the book to? I have the book.
Hey guys, so I have the book.
Alright, Murdoch, reads the book.
Here you go, Tario. Yeah, fuck you.
Thanks, Murdoch. Read the book.
Pleasant as ever.
Yeah, lovely guy.
It's group resources.
Group resources isn't exactly existent anymore.
Nope. Oh, we can't see them.
Group resource.
Hey, it has reappeared. Alright, let's see. Attunement, that's not it. Delay, that's not it.
There is.
The Path, Field of the Fallen, the Lair of Spriggans, Carnivore Spores.
That sounds accurate. Is that? Did we just get
Well-
inside one?
Well, that's not it, because these are like little creatures, right?
Are they?
They have like claws.
Oh, you know a lot about them, don't you?
No, I can read.
Oh, can you? But I have the book. You peeking over my
Oh.
shoulder?
Yeah, like
How?
not over your shoulder, like I guess above your arm, depending on how tall you're doing it.
She's standing on Garth's shoulders, or sitting.
No. um. Maybe
Yeah.
we should just it like he states that like you should take your time to like observe. So maybe you shouldn't have moved.
We shouldn't have moved.
Nope.
Do we want to sit down and observe our surroundings?
It says he finds it's better to take your time to observe anything unfamiliar, waiting until it's completely necessary to act. Like, it wasn't necessary to act in the start.
Well, so what do you suggest then?
Well, like he say, observe.
Observe.
Where do you find that? Under what? The path? No, village
The
of...
field of the fallen.
Alright, let's sit down and chill, I guess. And
Uh,
observe.
Like, I can make the thing and we
I
can...
have torches.
We have more torches, yeah.
Well, but just
But like, if we're gonna sleep here for the night, like, we don't need the torches because this thing is gonna kind of light itself up.
Well, the bulb is no longer visible, and the leaves themselves are just like slack on the floor. Someone threw a spear for it.
I wonder who though.
Oh no.
I know. You poor plant. You just wanted to eat.
Oh, toot.
Alright.
Chen, we leveled up last time, right? Or a while ago, rather.
Well, yeah.
I would have liked to take a trait because I never upgraded anything. Shall we do that now, or can we right after the session? Because I know I want to take.
What feat?
What's it called? The feat is... Actually, where is it? It is called Magic Initiate. I choose a class and I learn 2 cantrips and the first level spell of it.
I think we do it after the session then.
Alright. Yeah, then let's set up camp, I guess.
Already? Alright.
Yep.
Here, where you...
Well, probably not right there, but if we can move a bit more careful, like checking that we don't step onto big pedals, or like on anything beside grass, could be nice.
Yeah, that would be good. Alright.
But just like for a few,
Couple of like minutes.
yeah.
Into the direction of the spear.
Okie doke. Who's leading?
Maybe someone with dark vision can lead for a change.
Hey,
Mordok!
I.
Thanks, Mordok!
I don't feel like it.
Okay, thanks, Murdoch. I'm gonna take the torch and let's go this way.
Alright, just be careful.
Roll of perception.
24.
24. So as you're leading them through, you're walking for like not even a minute before you begin to notice like signs of other plants, similar to the one you just encountered. A couple of them have their petals like up, in the same manner as when it ate Toriel and Garth, and it appears to be like pulsating slightly. A couple of them still have their petals like open, sprayed out over like an 8-foot area. As you navigate your way around, you begin to like crest to the edge of a clearing. Venturing out into the clearing, you can make out what seems to be a rather expansive lake.
Uh-oh.
This one seems nice. It's a clearing, right?
Let's not stay at any lakes, please.
What's wrong with the lake?
You remember the story about people killing themselves?
Yeah, remember
Well,
that whole story? We were drawn in
It was
by...
the lake's fault, to put it simple.
But was it this lake?
And
Oh.
as she says that, little head which pops out in the center of the lake.
Yeah, that's it. That's the creature. Let's move along, guys. And stay close to me.
I hold Toriel's like whatever.
Moss.
Hands.
Yeah.
Moss.
Well, I can hold her hand, sure.
Alright, go ahead and roll a d12, Louisa.
Oh no, he's not washed. Oh, she's not washed.
Washed.
Natural one.
Oh, that'd be terrible
We
if
actually have
it
to murder
if
that
it wasn't like a table of what it appears. At least I think it is. I don't know.
So, as you're pushing further along around the lake, you make your way back out into the tree line. There don't appear to be any more traces of those large plants. There are a few vines which kind of hang over this particular part, which you manage to navigate your way through, kind of checking out the tops of vines and make sure there's nothing that, like, if you disturb it, it's going to like jump down on you or anything like that. But they do appear to just be normal vines. So you guys make your way around that. The trees themselves begin to, like the further you go in this direction, the trees themselves begin to get smaller and smaller, become more normal size.
Hey.
It's the wrong way,
It's-
isn't it?
No, it's the right way.
You break into a clearing which almost seems like someone had just cut a line out of the Elder Forest. And placed it.
That's the clearings we were talking about.
Oh,
Where we found wasn't there where we found the... No.
This is where we found the notes. I'm pretty sure, or
Ah.
at least a tent that held one person,
like, is there anything in here?
possibly.
Looking down the expanse to the edge of your dark vision and the torch range, you can't really see beyond that, but it doesn't appear to be filled with anything.
It's just nature.
It's kind of like clear woodland.
This seems cozy. I suggest staying here for the night.
Well, yeah, but that's
That
part
is
of
a
the...
good suggestion, Luthor.
Thank you, Toriel. That's nice of you. And I cast Lyman's tiny hut as a ritual.
Alright.
So I like start drawing a little kind of thing on the ground and plays a little tune on my dulcimer and then yeah.
Yeah. So as she finishes completing this ritual, a dome, about 10-foot dome, appears in front of you, which can't see through.
I can
She can see through it. No one else can. But yeah.
Okay.
and I
How does-
make it
Yeah.
so it's transparent from the inside, but I can make it like camouflage from the outside.
Yeah, you can make the outside color you choose.
Yeah. So I try to I guess match the forest colors.
Okay, so like a verdant green sort of.
Yeah. Yes. And I make it like comfortable lighting inside.
Oh, well, that is welcoming.
This should keep us like just extra safe for the night.
Sure. Could use any safety we can muster.
So if you want to like cook up something, or like people can look in here.
Alright. That's good. So, yeah.
And you don't need the tent really either, because it's always gonna like be nice and dry.
Oh, but I just got this.
Yes, it's just gonna take up a lot of my 10-foot space.
I'm joking. I don't. Of course, I don't need it.
So logistically speaking,
Yes.
don't hate me here, but this is what spell says.
Yes. What?
Toriel is nearly 7 foot.
But is he a large size?
No, I'm medium size.
Marduk is the upper side of 6 foot. Larissa is the upper side of 5 foot. So you're playing some serious Tetris for everyone in this.
Didn't you say 9 people could fit?
Yeah, 9 people can fit inside, but I'm assuming this is 9 people standing up.
Oh. And we want to lay down, alright. Let's play another round of Sleeping Tetris!
Yay, my favorite.
Let's get cozy.
Oh god, no. Eris, do you want to sleep with me? Like, I'm just... Oh, I guess I can take the first watch or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marduk takes a second.
Oh, it's 10-foot radius. It's like, it's 20 foot.
It's 20 foot across. True.
Yeah.
That's what?
You still
9
got,
meters?
You still got like Toriel, Garth, Marduk pushing on each of the biggest sides.
It's a 9-meter radius circle, right?
10.
10.
10-foot radius.
No, but I'm talking about meters. So the measurement
Ah.
I can work with.
20.
So basically, you can fit everyone in, but you're gonna have to segment it up, and you have limited roll space.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's the... If we put the smallest ones on the edge, and then the bigger ones towards the middle... the big... Yeah, that way I think
Wow.
everyone could fit in comfortably.
That feels safe, huh?
Doesn't it?
Not really, but I guess like big guys who can take punches is gonna sleep cozily.
I thought
In the
I thought
middle.
no one could enter.
They can't, but like it's still not nice to wake up in the middle of the night and if something is standing out there.
Oh, it's 9 meters, right? The diameter.
It's 6.
6 meters is the radius?
Here's the diameter.
Ah, okay, that's less than I expected. It means
So,
there
like,
were 6 people, right? Is that if everyone's lays down, they don't take more than the half a meter of space.
Like, I don't-
In one direction, in the other direction. They obviously do, but
I mean, if tutorial takes 2 meters.
I'm not
Well-
2 meters wide.
Oh,
Oh,
are you
yeah.
I'm
not?
talking about being how wide we are.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So if we all
But-
lay next to one another on our backs, we could all fit in there, right?
Yeah, you,
I
you,
like-
can all fit in here. It's just, it's not the most comfortable thing because you have a lot of people.
I mean, obviously it's not the most comfortable thing, but it's
It's
still
safe.
bigger, I'm pretty sure, than the last tavern we slept in.
Oh, right.
Like, we're used to it not being the most comfortable of things.
I don't need it comfy, we just need it safe.
So yeah, Louis Allen's first watch, she can have
I-
it.
Yeah.
Then Marduk goes second watch.
Can I borrow the book in the meantime?
Sure.
Thank you.
And then we go to sleep. We take off our armor before anyone says you didn't say that and you get a point of exhaustion.
And yeah.
So, is anyone else doing anything before?
Oh, just sharpening the sword.
I would be doing something, but I have the spell after the session, so no.
I guess I'm just trying to like play a little game with my pet. If I can like pick up a twig or something and
Did the pet ever return? I thought it just kind of went off.
it what? My pet?
Yeah.
No.
No?
It was behind you guys.
Oh, all right.
So I'm gonna like try to bond with it.
No.
Cool.
I don't think she understands, but go ahead and roll a perception check.
She doesn't understand the familiar
It's
type.
not a real creature.
Yeah. It's like it already loves you as much as necessary. It does
I
what
want
it's told.
it to love me more.
I mean,
I want to be
that's
more
fair.
than friends.
It's like saying, Alexa, love me.
Yes.
I am very
I'm
fond
afraid.
of you.
I'm sorry,
Ted.
Chen. I can't do that.
Can I also roll for it?
Keep a lookout.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I guess it's and hearing, so advantage. So that's 11, 10 for me, 11 for it on hearing.
Okay. Your watch passes, it comes to an end, relatively uneventful. There's the occasional more normal looking woodland creature that ventures out into the clearing. Other than that, nothing that too exciting.
I'm gonna note down the information we got of the man-eating plant.
Oh,
Oh shit,
Gonna
you gotta
know-
continue the journal.
the
Yeah.
tradition must live on.
So I'm like gonna note it down.
So
I like Luisar.
pinkish, purplish, large petals, which span around the entirety of the main body of the plant, which is in the capacity of a bulb, greenish in hue, emitting a faint light. If you remember the word for the little pollen stick things,
I don't remember. I know what you mean.
those are relatively large, about 5 feet tall.
5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Tall pollen spreaders.
When agitated, it closes itself, consuming whatever creature is on its petals. Releases spores when attacked. Acidic spores. Because you didn't really take the time to examine, that's pretty much all you got from what transpired. Other than its like measurements, 80 feet unfurled and 40 feet tall when closed.
40 feet tall when closed. Okay. And I'll want to, like, I can see the two others being quite dirty over there. So while they're asleep, I'm gonna, like, use my prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Oh,
Prestidigitation.
prestidigitation.
And-
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Fucking
Prestidigitation.
bitch ass word.
Oh,
And I'm
we
gonna
need Marduk in
clean
here.
them.
Oh, thanks.
We need Marduk in here to tell us how to pronounce prestidigitation.
Oh god, with his eldritch
With his Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch-
No, wait, that's actually how it's pronounced. With his Eldritch Blast.
It's
Something. I forgot. How does he pronounce it?
a stamen,
Nordic blast.
right? Jesus, that's right. Uh,
Yeah, so
Wait, stamen.
Louisa goes around the group and prestidigitates all of you.
Aww.
Yay, we got all nicely prestidigitated.
We're all prestidigi now.
Yeah, man, all
You're all
prestige.
nice and clean.
How long that's gonna last?
Not long, but hey, at
It's something.
least it's not gonna smell inside here.
And it was getting quite smelly.
Hey, it's been a while since I had a bath.
Exactly.
It's my fault, we're always on the road.
Well, now you can't use it as an excuse anymore because you're clean.
That's good, because I don't have to apologize for anything about it right now.
Who's
Um,
second watch?
Marduk. Can we...
Just have his fucking character sheet on Roll20.
How does it look?
He doesn't have one.
What?
I mean, my character sheet's not on Roll20.
So yeah, I guess Marduk gets his stats from however long ago this was updated. 14 wisdom, sure, +2 modifier. He gets a 13. So about half an hour into his watch, he comes back into a circle, the dome, and he shakes you awake, Toriel.
What is it? What?
Think I heard something.
Fuck's sake, can you be a bit more specific?
Well, I can't really be specific. I don't know what it was.
God damn. That's great. Just keep on having a lookout. If it makes more noises, you'll can make out what it is, right? Thanks.
As you're nodding off again, he comes back. Still making sound.
Fuck's sake. What kind of sound?
Like weird growling sound.
Like normal wolves? Or like worse?
I don't see a lot of wolves.
Well, I don't see a lot of anything. Can I just listen for these noises This growling.
Yeah, roll a perception.
Ah, my favorite. Is it
With
my
advantage
favorite?
because he's pointing it out.
It is my favorite. No, it's not. With advantage, that's good. That makes it an 8 instead of a 4.
Yay!
Good.
Like one of these days, I'll just roll only a 1 for an entire session straight.
You can't really hear anything.
I think you're imagining things.
Screw you guys! And, like, he goes back into the dome and begins to take a rest.
I thought he was already in the dome.
Well, you went out of the dome.
Oh, we're not in the dome.
Came back in.
He's taken. Thanks, Marlock. You're so useful these days. I guess I'll take the watch then. Fucking Mordok.
As you're settling down to take his place, about 10 minutes goes by before you begin to hear the audible growling.
Can I roll my hit die to recover some health?
Yeah.
Alright. No idea. Let's type that in. $14. That's not too bad. Well, actually, it's pretty bad. It's not even half, but. Yeah, I mean, I'll just stare blankly into the night. Can I discern from where it's coming from, or how far away it is?
Yeah, you can judge distance. You reckon it's probably just on the opposite edge of the clearing.
But it's like on the clearing, or
It's somewhere in the clearing, but
is
can't
it
really see.
coming towards us? Is it getting louder?
Every now and then it gets a bit louder.
That's not good. I grab my trusty hammer and I prepare for. Well, I stare blankly into the night to see if anything happens.
Says that you're staring for a minute or so. You begin to be able to make out a few shapes. It seems to be a bear, but you swear it's got a hat on.
No, no.
What?
No. Is it coming closer? Is it okay? Okay. Is it seemingly aggressive?
It doesn't appear to be aggressive, but every now and then it just lets out a little.
Can I sit down and like show that I'm not a threat to it?
So. Oh shit.
What kind of bear is it? What kind of bear is it, Chen?
So it's still kind of hard to make out 'cause you don't have dark vision, but
Does it hoot?
it seems to be, I don't know, like a larger bear than you're used to seeing, or kind of like what you're used to imagining when you hear bear. Appears to have a fez on.
A fez?
A fez.
Oh, I still need to know what type of bear it is, cause I don't remember honestly. Who had a fez?
Wait, you have it on your channel. Give me a second.
Yo,
I had a fedora.
but that was just a honey badger. That's small.
I had a fedora. Where's Honey Heist?
I mean, I was a panda, wasn't I?
Yep.
If I
Very.
recall correctly, you did
It's
very
not-
fast.
I think the only one it could be is Misha, or whatever the fuck his name was. Did you
Well,
Did you wear a
Uh,
fedora?
Probably. Yeah, I believe
No,
it
I
wasn't
was
a
the only
fez.
one who had a fedora.
It was definitely not a
I
fez.
mean, a
yeah.
fez then.
It could have, like, I can see Tiff had a top hat.
So it's not our bears.
Maybe not. But I mean, yeah, I'm trying to calm it down. It's like I'm not a threat. You're not a threat, right? We're all great. It's in this
We're all
cycle of
good
nature.
buds,
We all get along.
Hit the circle of life.
No, in circle of life, one eats the other and poops them out. This is more of a you don't hurt me and I don't hurt you. We can get along.
Civilization.
Civilization.
So, are you approaching it or no?
No, I'm not approaching it.
Okay. So, as it continues making its way across the clearing, you can see that it's dragging like a large bag in its mouth across the clearing. And it seems to be leaving some kind of trail
Oh!
out the bottom of the bag.
Is it honey?
I mean, you can't really tell from here, but it seems to have a familiar consistency.
Who had the honey at the end? There was the-
Tiff!
Yo, homolo.
Franklin won ho ho homo.
Is it a fucking honey patch?
The honey badger.
Like out of all of the bears we had that day, I don't want to mess with the honey badger.
She was witches.
It was a honey badger.
Yeah.
So pulling this sack of honey across into the other side of the clearing before disappearing.
Excuse me?
Well, I mean, sorry, but I don't want to engage a fucking honey badger with honey.
No!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, alright? You
We
go
can't
deal
even
with
talk-
the honey badger.
I'm sleeping!
Like,
Damn it!
I'll deal with any of the other three bears, but not with the honey badger.
Every time! The paladin, every time.
Sorry, what am I saying? What you want me to go up like, oi, honey badger, give me the best honey in the world?
Excuse me, Mr. Bear, why do you have honey in a bag? How do you know how a bag is? Why am I talking to you?
Is that a fez? Where did you get it?
Can I go towards the trail it's leaving? So like actually check it out what it is.
It's honey.
It's honey.
God damn it.
I mean, we can always follow the honey in the water.
Yeah, true.
I'll go into the circle and like kind of just sit there.
Okay. So the rest goes within unless you're letting anyone else take watch over the evening.
I don't think so.
Okey-doke. So you guys all complete a long rest.
Yay! And you guys are like, oh shit, I'm suddenly clean and nice smelling again.
Well,
Well,
clean. No one said anything about nice smelling.
Well, usually that goes like together. Most times.
Look, if I haven't showered for 2 weeks, but I put on a fresh pair of clothes, I'm still not gonna smell good.
Well, but we kinda had a showerish experience, I would say.
But
So, yeah.
maybe the
No.
acid burnt the smell away. Thanks, Lisa.
It's boiling acid!
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, I imagine as everyone wakes up, the dome starts disappearing as well.
It takes 8 hours, so yeah.
Well, it would have been gone as you were waking up.
Yeah.
Morning.
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 I just give Mordok like a dead eye. It's like, you useless warlock, you.
Did something happen in the night? Oh,
There's a honey badger.
Oh, honey badger.
excuse me?
I mean,
Well, that's all.
it had a sack of honey.
Huh?
Sorry, but I didn't actively approach the honey badger with a fucking sack of honey. Oh,
It's okay.
A sack of honey. You sure you weren't dreaming?
I point towards the honey trail.
Oh,
Like,
well,
there isn't really
Yeah.
a honey trail here after however many hours it's been like
Oh.
covered in bits of like detritus which are falling off the trees.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. That's honey. Interesting.
Huh. Did it like do anything or?
Just kind of walked past. It looked pretty vicious, but I guess it didn't do anything because I didn't actively engage it. God, fiends, leave me fucking alone.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Goddamn paladins each time.
Fucking just keep the entire night watch. How about that?
Fuck. Damn it. Well, okay. I guess we should like eat some food. Maybe we can follow the trail as it. Isn't it usually safer to follow animals?
Sure. Let's try.
Yay!
We make a 6-person. Larissa's not gonna help, is she? 5 people effort to pick up the honey trail.
Alright, let's go search for a honey badger, I suppose.
Well, not like engage it, but just follow it.
So like I said before, there isn't much of a trail left after 4 or 5 hours of leaving honey on the floor. Like it wasn't like there was honey pouring out of the sack. It was like the bottom of the sack was letting it like kind of soaked through the bottom, so it was just dragging this honey across the floor, which has now itself been like, wind is a thing.
Oh.
So in the forest where there's lots of loose things and dirt and dust. So yeah, you can. Who's trying to track the honey?
My weasel, which has a good smelling sense.
I feel like the weasel, like anyone doing this, would have disadvantage. The weasel has a normal roll because he has advantage on.
18!
18!
Alright.
Go, weasel, go!
You can just pick up the trail of it's a slight sweetish scent, and makes his way out of the clearing, back in towards the direction which you guys came from.
Oh. Hmm.
Oh.
I guess we shouldn't follow it then.
Well, whatever. What were we hoping to gain anyway?
Somehow,
Well-
I don't think we could have got it as a pet, and honestly, I'm not too keen on honey.
But like, more like safe passage through the forest?
Well, it's going out of the forest.
Yeah, so... Clever bear.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it also came into the forest, so maybe not so clever.
At least it's on its way out and not in there.
Well, all we can do is continue.
Yes!
Yes, but first a nice little breakfast.
Oh, I thought you already did that.
Well, I haven't, so gonna give me a few minutes.
I can give you a couple of minutes. Yes.
Thank you. Welcome.
Any bright ideas which direction we're gonna head, or are we just gonna walk again?
I mean, those trees must have an end to them. You're right. Maybe we should actually try to climb one.
Garf, can you repeat that when we can understand you?
Sorry. I suggest I climb a tree and try to make some directions. How
That's
about
a
that?
great idea, especially the part where you fall off and die.
Well, that part is new.
Well, I think he's gonna do great. Right, Gaff? And I give you one bardic inspiration to do it with.
Eris is like, didn't someone try to climb a tree before and it didn't go too well?
Who did?
Well, yeah, but that wasn't me, so...
But didn't that person have a fly spell on them and it still didn't go really well?
Yeah, remember when we wanted to fly above the trees and
Yeah, see,
almost died?
this person tried to cheat and use magic, you know?
Garf,
instead of-
Garf, magic isn't cheating.
How is magic cheating?
He's just a bit grumpy on magic for whatever reason.
Why?
I'm just
General.
untrusted.
Aries.
What did I say?
He said, like, he's grumpy in general.
Oh, can't
Well,
exactly
if you-
argue with that.
Well, lady, if you've been through what I've been through, you would understand.
Well,
Does it
that-
involve being kidnapped by a group of crazy people who want to venture into the Elderwoods to kill themselves?
Well, you have it pretty bad too, I won't argue.
Do you think I'm crazy?
You came into the Elder Forest with us,
Yep.
so yes.
You're
Well-
no kidnapper, right?
We didn't kidnap anyone, except Eris slightly, but not really.
I think it's a acceptable reading of our current situation.
But, like, it seemed to go well enough this first night,
Well, sure.
didn't it?
I mean, we still all are alive, so
Yeah?
I
Just
can't
keep up.
complain
keep it
too
up.
much.
You weren't too badly hurt.
Well, yeah, only our pride actually.
Let's hope the next plant dies around faster, and then
Well, this time we know, like, a bit more to look for.
I guess. Do you
I
wanna climb a tree, Garth? Because it's not a good idea, but we're not gonna stop you.
It's worth a try, I say.
Just watch out, okay?
Just
Like,
don't fall, or you'll probably die. Because
I have no intentions of dying, but yeah, sure. I'll keep myself safe. Don't worry.
Are you climbing these trees? Because these trees are smaller than the other trees.
he's playing.
Yeah, that sounds about right. The smaller ones.
Alright, here's what you do, Garth, right? You climb up the tree, you jump to the next tree, you jump to the next tree, jump to the next tree, and then you Tarzan.
Who's
and then you
Tarzan?
yell, ah!
Yeah,
I do what?
Something.
something.
Something. I see. But yeah, I will.
Okay, roll in
Less acrobatics.
If only Spit was here, she knew how to climb those trees.
Oh, don't get me started on her. Why do we have to bring her up again?
Oh, it's just, sorry, climbing trees will always remind me of that. Pay no attention to me, Garth.
I see.
Focus on your tree climbing.
Well, at least I see where you're
who's-
coming from now.
Who's Spit?
Ah, the stories we could tell.
Greatest scoundrel I've ever encountered.
A scoundrel? Oh my.
Maybe you'll meet her one day. She's great.
7.
You have a D8? to
Oh,
roll
yeah,
off of
right.
Hunter?
We can use our fate die. Ooh.
Do we
Do we
have a fate?
do we have a fate die?
We
Yeah,
should,
the fate die.
we should have thanks. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll use the inspiration to it. Play the okay, that's then 14.
14. So it's a little rough towards the start. Getting up, you kind of find it hard to get some traction in the tree. But once you manage to get into a swing of things, you quite deftly make your way into the branches of the tree, navigating your way around where it gets a little tighter before poking your head out of the top and looking down. You can see the others looking up at you as you are about 40 feet off the ground.
So, what were you saying about that Tarzan?
Don't worry about it.
Do you see anything up there?
Just, yeah. Do you see something?
Alright, let's roll Perception.
Just a weird story they tell in Foul, and apparently Louis R knows it as well.
I don't know what.
The story of Tarzan.
Oh, Tarzan. Yes, it was a child story in my hometown.
22.
22?
Yeah.
So you see a lot. You see trees.
Jen, can I put a gamble on the next thing he sees?
Trees.
Trees.
No, actually leaves.
Holy shit!
Okay, can I make a gamble on the next thing he sees then?
Branches!
No, that was my guess!
I got fucked.
But yeah, maybe I didn't explain it clear enough. The trees in this clearing are like normal trees. So you can see the elderwoods around you, but these trees are by maybe a tenth of the height of the elderwood trees.
Yeah, I think you made that clear. That's why it's like, this not gonna do anything, and if he climbs an elder forest tree, he's gonna die.
Oh,
But yeah, you can't really make out too much other than what you could see from the ground. It's pretty much you can see the same thing except from a bit of a higher angle.
I see. And no way to get from this tree up an elder forest tree.
The jump is too big to kind of like jump from tree to tree and get.
He was actually gonna try.
Okay. Well then, let's get down. Slow and softly, slow and steady.
And even Garth can assume that it probably would kill you trying.
Don't tell Garf what he would think. He'd be like, "Oi, easy. I'll do it before breakfast."
Well, no, I'm just saying, like from a innate understanding of height and danger.
And something called common sense, I suppose.
Yeah, like if you go up a 200-story building and look over the edge, you're like, "Hey, if I fall, I would die."
Okay. Well, I got a good angle, but not much new.
Hey
Sorry,
Garf,
so-
did you see trees?
And branches and trees, yes.
oh, that's a
Nice.
shame.
Alright, Louis
Well-
R, pick a number from 1 to 4.
One.
I point straight ahead. We're going that direction.
Not towards the bear.
No, he's going out. Opposite side of the bear.
Okay.
Alright.
So Toriel's leading.
Yeah.
Sure. Can we see more today, or is it's like a bit lighty again?
The other forests themselves are darker, but in this clearing, there's bits of the sky which pierce through.
Is it day currently?
It's morning. Seems like.
Alright, we get back our things. I put on the armor, and we walk off.
Alright. Do we maybe want to sing something?
Do we?
Sure.
Alright,
I
so-
can sing.
While you're figuring out the song, Toriel roll me a d12.
Yay! Let me guess. One of those D12s is the temple, and we're gonna have to keep doing this till we find it. 3.
This means we'll get there eventually.
Can we do it cautiously, you know, looking out for things on the ground, things on the trees, just things in general?
Yeah, roll a perception.
Yeah, just things.
Can
nothing
someone
on-
help me with perception, or are y'all too busy singing some shitty songs?
Hey, that's not shitty. That is the bear and the maiden fair. It's
You
a-
haven't even started yet. Oh, I
a
can
classic.
Can you help me look in here?
Sure.
Yay.
Oh yeah, I reckon. No. Garth is actually proficient in perception, so he's gonna roll himself.
Can he do that? Can I do? Oh, we'll both roll. How about that? Are we allowed to do that?
Yeah, individual.
21.
20. My first good roll of the day.
Yay!
I mean, Lisa, if you say, let's sing something, just actually sing something.
Like actually
Like,
sing
actually
something?
sing it. Because it feels like kind of like a cop-out if you say, I'm gonna sing something, and then you
Yeah, well,
don't.
Oh, my singing voice though.
Playing a bard who sings, you signed up for this.
Well, I'm playing a bard who like played a dulcimer.
Chen specifically told me that if I were to play bard, I would have to sing out my things.
I told it to her too.
Exactly. Please,
I
fiends.
gave you a pass on the last two actions because there was a bit of description around it, but a song, I don't think you can really get around saying I'm going to sing a song.
Thank you, Chen. Thank you. Now sing a song for us.
Can I
Lisa.
like read it instead?
That's a poem.
I want some melodies in here.
Yeah, come on.
No!
You signed up for this. You became a bard.
Oh no. Oh god, Sebastian, look away.
Look away. Well, like put earplugs in.
Ej, god. Det er mere på grund af, at de gerne vil have, at jeg synger.
It would be really funny if you heard like an uh-oh from the background.
I got that booty.
That really was that. No.
I got that booty. That booty is fine.
Shh. Shh.
I got that booty.
Tease.
Alright, we keep marching with Luisar suddenly having this manly voice singing I got that booty, and everyone feels tremendously uncomfortable.
Oh.
Tak kan du se. Kan du så godt.
Explain to Sebastian that he's got a 9-year-old singing I got that booty.
Okay, jeg skal forklare dig, at lige nu har du lige sunget for en 9-årig, som synger om en booty, og hvor fine den er.
Yeah. So as we all walk, super alert and very uncomfortable. What happened?
Nighty night.
Good night. God damn it.
I don't think we can recover from that.
Like, he just came in and like, what are you doing? Oh shit, Sebastian, don't, just go away.
Alright.
That's why I have my boyfriend.
So that he can save
Next
you.
time it's on you though.
Fine.
Alright.
As
You
you
won't
guys are
be there to
making
save
your
you then, princess.
way back into the cluster of trees, with these two keeping a visual eye out. You manage to pick out that in the direction that you're moving, there are a few unnatural things sticking out a few of the trees in this particular area. They seem like bits of carved stone which have been jammed into a couple of like low down on the bark, on the trunks of the trees.
Stone. I mean, stone means possible structure. Let's approach carefully.
Yeah, let's go. Slow and steady, and Garf takes his shield out because he's
I mean,
smells trouble. If
I always have my shield out.
I'm always angry.
I'm always ready for battle.
did you just try to imitate me, Toriel?
Possible. Yeah, maybe.
Well, you better step up your game, or I'm gonna be mad next time.
Okay, will do.
So as the two of you are pushing forwards, you both roll with high enough perception. You see a humanoid figure above you, on a couple of the higher branches. Kind of jumps across rather deftly before landing down, and then you kind of get the shape of its head peeking over and looking down at you.
Hey, look, it is Tarzan.
Hello?
Well, you don't see it, only
Oh.
Victoria see it.
Oh. Shit.
Hey, wait a second. Garf waves at it. Her, he, she, whatever. The humanoid.
I think you were fine with it.
As you do that, its head kind of moves a little bit, but no sound comes down to you.
Should we chase it?
I mean, we're approaching stone
I mean-
things. I think that's a better lead than some creature.
Well, there were stones sticking out of the trees.
Oh, but
Like
not leading up to something?
No, it was kind of like someone had stabbed stone into
Oh.
some of the trees.
I mean, do you think... What was it? In the book it said about a creature that would lead you... What was it? Was it to doom or to what you see? Because I feel like that's a very important distinction.
Well,
Can you-
I guess it depends on how you put your.
Hey, Louis,
how
sorry,
you
you still have the
so-
book. Can you
Yeah?
find the passage about the creature that he found that led him?
Oh wait, when my screen is like when it starts lighting for my eyes, there we go. It says that like he saw a person scampering above him, like looking like a child.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't really like do anything to him, but
I thought it led him somewhere.
yeah, the place of the floating people.
I mean, that sounds better than just walking through the forest hoping to find something, so...
Well, maybe we should ask it, like talk to it first.
I agree. So yeah, let's
Excuse
go
me,
towards it.
tree,
Forest
child?
child. Stranger, wait a second. And yeah, Garf walks over to it, I suppose.
I mean, it's up in the trees, so...
Well, up.
She walks straight up to the tree.
He walks
into
straight
the-
up the tree, like, hello! Oh shit, gravity's a thing, and he falls down and dies.
Yeah, it's about 80 feet above you.
Alright. Do you understand me?
So you watch the figure, like it lurks forwards over the edge of the branch, kind of if it was going to like skydive down towards you, but its hands kind of like reach into the tree and it begins like climbing down. And the closer it gets, you notice that it's not just two appendages from the side of its body, which is crawling with, but 4 in total.
Oh.
And as it crests into like your visual range, where you get like a clear sight of it, it appears to be like a large plated creature. It's kind of slickish face. It's got these 2 long antennas, a pincer for a mouth, these 2 huge smooth-like eyes on the sides of its head. It's wearing this rudimentary, woven out of branches and bits of twigs and leaves to form like a loincloth. It's got a spear attached to its back, but it appears to be like a large humanoid ant sort.
Hello?
Stands up.
Quite interesting.
Is it a bee? It's not a bee, is it?
It's an ant.
It's an ant.
Yes, I can understand you.
Ah, that's wonderful.
Well, that is great.
Greetings.
Hi.
Hello.
We were looking for a temple somewhere in here.
It seems that everybody who wanders in here is looking for a temple.
Everybody who
Oh,
has there been many?
how many have found the temple?
That I do not know.
Do you know the temple?
I've seen the temple.
Could you point us to the temple?
Well, the thing about this place is quite hard to navigate.
Well, another question. Why are there stones coming out of these trees here?
Well, that's part of our navigation.
Ah, I see. That's... Oh, that's cool.
Huh.
By the way, how rude of us. I'm Garth of Solwit, and offers a handshake.
Just points it up to the trees.
Well, it's on
Did
the
they come
ground.
down?
Oh, it's on the
I
ground.
came-
Oh,
Yeah, I came
okay.
down already.
Yeah,
I mean, even if... Yeah.
he kind of looks at your hand, and his head kind of clicks at like a 45-degree angle, and its pincers kind of just like chatter with one another.
Oh.
It extends two of its left arms forwards and grabs you. It's like very, very awkward kind of handshake. Like
Oh.
so it's kind of grabbing you by the forearm and like the fingers and just shaking your hand pretty violently.
Oh, whatever. So yeah, could you
We
maybe help us on our search? Our friends, and he goes over to Eris and puts an hand on her shoulder. Our
Eris,
friend's
who
life.
is like terrified, but she's like really far back.
Yeah, well, God shoves her to the front side.
That's a strength check, man. She's not going forward.
Poor girl. now I understand the kidnapping metaphor. All right.
Yes, I didn't understand it before.
Pure strength check. Okay. Yeah, well, okay. Shoving people isn't athletic, I would say. Okay, 16.
16 versus 16.
Oh.
SW. Get your fucking hands off me.
Come on, it's friendly.
I don't care. It's fucking weird.
well,
Come
it's
on.
just
Okay,
like-
yeah. And then
Um,
Goff goes in front of it.
like what exactly are you?
Well, there isn't a term for it in your language.
I reckon you must have a name. You're an individual, after all.
Also, most likely not pronounceable in your language.
Try us. Alright, fair point.
Well, let me slurp. Mm. Yeah, that's kind of hard to pronounce.
I would say that's Karak. What do you think?
I
or
don't
Krak
know.
or Crick? Yeah, you're right. It's pretty difficult.
I don't know.
So,
But yeah, as I said, our shy friend over there, her life depends on that we actually find that temple.
Well, you must understand that the thing you're seeking is a very powerful place, and to my people, we consider it sacred ground. To see if you would be worthy of being allowed to continue, I would have to converse with my elders.
Well, then
well,
we play you to do so, my friend.
Like, we mean no harm to this place.
And no disrespect or dishonor.
Oh, I'm sure you don't, but forgive me if I don't take you at your word.
That's fine. Like, you only
Absolutely.
just met us.
If I took any word for, well, granted, I would be dead a long time ago.
But it
Come
would
with
be.
me.
Yeah.
He turns around.
gladly.
He like launches him, like he lowers himself down as he squats, and then he launches himself like maybe 60 feet in a single jump
Oh wow. Bye.
ahead of you.
You said it was quite difficult to navigate, so how do you find back to your village or wherever you live?
He's mid squat of second jump, which will take him 120 feet from you.
Okay, let's actually.
Yeah, I'll follow him.
Yeah,
Follow
let's
him.
gotta run.
Alright, so as he's leading you away, we'll end today's session.
Yay!
Yay!